Welcome everybody to a new episode of Flower Circus Talks. The talks where we talk with the most interesting people from within our flower industry worldwide. And this week we have Kjell Duijvesteijn as our guest. Kjell is one of the co-owners of Flower Force, an export company that's exporting to over 40 countries worldwide. And of course we're going to talk about Valentine's Day, how we manage this Valentine's Day with all the challenges we have in our industry. We're looking forward to the upcoming holidays as well. Obviously, the 8th of March is coming soon as well, and buying for that starts soon as well. So we're looking forward to that. And of course, much more in this Flower Circus Talks. And before we start, I would like to ask you, if you like these talks, please like and subscribe so you will also see the next Flower Circus Talks. Kjell, welcome. Nice to have you here in the show. It's a busy period, and the busy period will continue for another couple of months probably. So really happy to have you here. First of all, Valentines. Next Monday it's going to be Valentines. How was the sales? How was the supply? Because a lot of things are happening at the moment.
Well, the sales was surprisingly good. Was expensive. All products were expensive, roses, chrysanthemums, everything was expensive.
Yeah.
Supply was kind of chaotic in terms of import from Latin America, in terms of import from Africa. Some delays because of COVID, co-pilots in isolation, the new normal, as they say. So that was a kind of tricky. So we had to delay some departures of our clients, but in the end we managed to ship everything to our clients. So we are happy.
Yeah, as I understood via some friends in America, in South America, there's a black market for cardboard boxes at the moment because there's not enough cardboard boxes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really crazy over there.
Yeah. I heard the stories as well. I saw videos from nearby Quito airport. Incredible to see. It was chaotic, but it's always in the busy periods chaotic. So you have to prepare for it, and I think we all managed it.
Yeah, could you get what you wanted from South America, or did you have some problems as well?
With the amount of flowers, it was difficult. Not enough airplanes to ship the flowers to the Netherlands. So in terms of amounts, we wanted more. That was difficult. But that's not only because of Valentine's Day. That's already for a year now. So clients get used to it as well.
Now that it is a big holiday, you even need more capacity on flights and those kind of things. So that makes it even worse.
Yeah, and also, there were some extra planes, but the freight prices were sky high. That was terrible. But if you compare those roses to the prices of Dutch roses, which are sold by the auction, the prices were fair, in my opinion. It was a bit more expensive than last year, but still, I think those roses are, the clients will be possible to sell them.
Okay.
You get shocked by the prices on the Dutch auction sometimes if you calculate what a florist need to ask for the consumer to calculate the price.
Yeah, there were some rumors in Holland that some of the rose growers, one even stopped growing, others just put the temperature down in some of their greenhouses.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably affected as well on the amount of roses on the auction, and with the supply and demand system of selling, that probably had a big influence.
We always say a decrease or an increase of 1% supply can affect the price by, let's say, 5%.
Okay.
If you calculate now with some kind of products, basically Ostoma as well, there is 10% less, and the price is going up compared to a normal year. I don't know, 50%, 70%. It's insane, but that's on the one hand, it's the fair thing of supply and demand by an auction, and on the other hand, it's terrible sometimes as well. For a florist, but for an export company as well. I think for growers as well.
Yeah, I think let's not forget the prices are much higher than before, but also the gas prices or the energy prices are up. So some growers even don't make money with these prices.
No, correct. Yes, it's shocking. And I was reading an article yesterday in the newspaper about the prices of roses for the Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And below the article, you had the comments, but nobody understands it. Everybody says the growers, they are making a lot of money due to COVID, and they just get free money. But it's not how it works actually, in my opinion. Because as I heard from some growers, they really need the money for a compensation of the gas prices.
Yeah, and that's even with they have already bought the gas for the next couple of years. Only the last 10, 20, 30% they still need to buy. And that makes a huge difference if it's 10 times more expensive than last year.
It's shocking. It's really shocking.
Unbelievable. In terms of, prices are up. Do you see any changes in assortment? So people go from red roses to maybe red tulips, or is it still red roses? That's the thing for Valentine's.
Depends a bit on the client. Most clients do. They change a little bit. We sold more tulips than roses compared to last year's.
Yeah.
What you also see is normally the rose is 70 centimeters. This year 60 centimeters or even 50 centimeters is fine. So yeah, the difference, you see the difference. And I think it's kind of a normal thing with these prices.
Yeah. Before we also going to talk about the 8th of March, Valentine is Monday, but I think the first customers will already leave after Valentine's or on Valentine's for the 8th of March. I want to like to know more about Flower Force as well, because beautiful company in Holland. You're one of the owners, so tell me more about Flower Force.
Tell you more about Flower Force. Yeah, we are an export company specialized in cut flowers, but also in pot plants and potteries and all sorts of decorations.
So it's a sort of one-stop shop for florists and wholesalers.
Yeah, that's the idea. Okay. We see a trend. When you go back 20 years, you had the wholesalers, and all florists were going to the wholesalers. Nowadays, what we see is a lot more florists are coming directly to the Netherlands to buy their flowers. And they don't want one address for flowers. They don't want another address for the potteries and another address for the pot plants. So yeah, we want to be the one-stop shopping possibility for the client. That's what we do. We also have a vacuum cooling system. I think we started with it 7 years ago.
Yeah.
We see the advantage of it in terms of on the longer range, let's say 7 days transport to Siberia in Russia. We are able to ship the flowers in the best conditions, especially in the summer when it's 25, 30 degrees here in Holland.
Yeah.
Because you can cool the box down to, let's say, 4, even 2 degrees if you want. But not only the sides of the boxes, but also the heart of the box.
Yeah.
So that's a valuable tool for us for the longer shipments, but also for the luxurious flowers for weddings anywhere in the world. We love to work with it.
So what's the difference between a normal cold room and a vacuum cooler, or a normal cooler and a vacuum cooler? Because a normal cooler, I presume, if you want to have it on 4 degrees, it also happens. Or is it, like you said, then the outside of the box is 4 degrees, but the inside is still 15? Or
The outside, the box usually has holes on both sides of the box.
Yeah.
The cold air will come in a normal cooling system, but it only cools the sides of the boxes. So let's say where the heads of the flowers are. With our system, you usually we are able to cool it down in 30 minutes to even in the center of the box to 2 degrees. If you compare that to the normal cooling system, a normal cooling system will not cool down the center of the box because the center of the box will still be, let's say, 15 degrees.
Yeah.
Um, if you compare the quality after the shipment with a normal cooling system, you often have the brown spots or the black leaves or the snotty leaves,
Yeah.
and yeah, our leaves are still green,
Okay.
especially in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are happy with it.
Yeah,
Of
I can
course.
imagine, and I can imagine the customers will be happy with it as well.
Yeah, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. No, but the most awful thing is that you buy an order, for example, for a wedding, and you don't get the flowers you want, or you get them in a bad shape. So yeah, we can guarantee good quality, which
Yeah.
is important.
I think that's something a lot of florists don't pay enough attention to the. They pay a lot of attention or paid a lot of attention to the price, but not
Hmm.
how many. What was the percentage that they had to throw away because of damage or lack of quality?
Hmm. Yeah, you have to calculate it as well in your price.
Yeah,
Uh, I've, but in general, I think it's always better to buy top quality for a bit more than uh, yeah, normal quality and throwing away 10% because
yeah,
you also pay for the transport, you also pay for the waste. Just buy good flowers.
yeah. I think if you compare it, the difference in the buying price isn't as much as the cost of throwing away those flowers.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah. So you're also you've got a great web shop as well.
Yep.
That's because of obviously more and more people are buying via web shop.
Yep. No, if you compare the orders of 20 years ago, it was boring.
Yeah,
But you cannot expect from clients that they have the knowledge about every product. With a web shop, they are able to see pictures, additional information sometimes, uh, inspirational photos for how to use the flowers. Um, yeah, it gives clients also an opportunity to improve their business and
yeah,
to sell more rare or luxurious flowers. So yeah, we invest a lot in the web shop. Of course, we also take normal orders, but we always invite clients to the web shop and just see what is possible, see the assortment. I think every client should once in a while look in a web shop to see the assortment which is available.
that's for sure. I think, and I mean, I had to laugh a little bit. You said like 20 years ago, you still look very young. But what age did you start in the flowers? I mean, how did you end up in flowers?
Well, I grew up next to the auction building, let's say 100 meters away from the auction building. Uh, Both of my parents were working in the auction building, so I was, I don't know, 3 weeks old, and my mother took me already to the auction. Uh, then I had a normal life for, let's say, a couple of years, playing on my PlayStation. But I was a bit annoying, and I was a bit energetic for my mother, and she was working for Flower Force on the administration.
Yeah,
So when I was, I don't know, 11, she told me, "You may play on your PlayStation, but please, in the morning you have to do something." So she took me to work, and I had to empty the buckets, just the yeah, the shitty labor, let's say.
yeah,
And yeah, I never went away. I'm still here. I had some sort of normal student life.
Yeah.
But immediately when I turned 18, I knew already when I was young that I wanted to have my own flower business. So when I was 18, I started working as a purchaser for Flower Force.
Yeah.
And 2 years ago, not 3 years ago, when I was 26, 5 days before COVID came in, I signed the contract to be part of the company as an owner. And then COVID came, so I had some headaches for the first 2 weeks. But it's not. I was already working towards it for a couple of years to become the owner, and you
Yeah.
do it with a plan. So you get an headache because COVID comes in. But after the 2 weeks of headaches, we started working on the ideas I had together with Sander and Gerben, the other two co-owners.
Yeah.
Which was also the improving the web shop, improving everything for our staff. Just some kind of giving the company a new facelift. And now we are where we are, and we still keep improving everything. Or at least that's what we want.
Yeah, the start was a little bit hard, but that could be if you once write a book about your life, it could be a nice chapter. Chapter.
Yeah, this is a nice chapter. Always a funny story to tell on all anniversaries.
Yeah. So this is in short Flower Force.
Yep.
You're also selling around the world.
Well, I think to 40, 45 countries. Europe, almost every country, but also a lot of air freight clients, China, USA, Canada, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates. Can I tell you a funny country? Nigeria. Everywhere around the world. Together with our partners from the air freight, we are able to reach every part of the world.
Okay. Well, we had somebody watching the Flower Circus online show last week from the Bahamas. So
we got some client requests as well from the Bahamas, so it's funny, yeah.
Yeah, I think it could be a good combination: client visit and have a holiday.
No, for sure. I love the beach, so I will go.
Yeah. So 2022, the first holiday is almost, or for you it's over. I think you send the last flowers out for Valentines. A lot of other holidays are coming. Obviously, the 8th of March is going to be a huge one.
Mm-hmm.
What are your expectations for the 8th of March? With let's not get into the political things, but how do customers look at it in terms of the pricing, which is way different than before? Availability of flowers.
How do you look at the pricing? Yeah, I expect it to be terribly expensive. But it was already on Valentine's Day, so let's say it in a funny way, they get used to it.
You don't see the prices drop down on Monday, Tuesday.
No. Yeah, well, of course, but it's not what you want, because that means that the sales in all countries was bad. When the sales is good, they all have to load again for new fresh flowers. So under normal circumstances, I don't expect it to be cheaper. In terms of quality, usually January and the beginning of February is the worst part for production because of lack of light and daylight. Normally it improves around the 10th of or the 11th of February. I expect the quality to be better day by day. What products are popular? The tulips, obviously. Chrysanthemums, Eustoma, Liliums, Gerberas, the normal assortment, but when you look at the 8th of March, which and Russia is the biggest country for this, we see a lot of new trends in terms of ranunculus, those kind of products as well. So the assortment is every year it's changing a bit. So
Okay. Oh,
and
that's cool.
that's really cool. But yeah, we also have the let's say Instagram generation. What looks nice is nice, but is it transportable to
Yeah.
every country? But yeah, we have multiple ways to pack our flowers, so we work on it to get them in the best shape in Russia or Ukraine or anywhere in the world.
Yeah. And in terms of pre-ordering, normally there's a lot of pre-ordering before the 8th of March because of the enormous amounts and growers have to plan for it. Is it like previous years, or is it less because the prices were so high that people didn't want to take the risk with those high prices?
Well, I'm kind of surprised by the amount of pre-orders we got. I didn't expect it for the prices we had to offer for,
Yeah.
especially around the time of the year we had to offer for it. But yeah, I'm surprised by the amount of pre-orders. But it's also clients, they know what they want and they don't want to miss it because some clients they will sell anyway. Yeah, there's nothing worse than selling 51 weeks of a year from one grower, and on the most busy time and the most important time of the year, not having this grower in your assortment. So I can understand it. But yeah, I'm surprised. But yeah, it's a good thing in my opinion.
Yeah. And also you already told that the assortment is changing as well, more towards newer flowers. Ranunculus is popular.
Yep.
It looks a little bit like Lysianthus oestoma, which became popular quite rapidly in Russia as well.
Yep. Yeah, for
Is it
sure.
is it because the quality, or is it like you said, Instagram, or both?
Well, we don't have to underestimate the power of Instagram. I have it as well, but just for looking, and I also follow some top florists in anywhere in the world, and you see when they post a picture with something rare in a bouquet, the next day my sales ladies they are coming to me. Oh, the client wants this flower, they want this flower, they want this flower, and then I get them all the time. So in terms of that, yeah, that's the power of Instagram.
Yeah.
And that's also for the newer flowers. Let's say, it's a big advantage. Um, they get popular or they get the attention they deserve. And as you mentioned, it is ranunculus, it is anemone, it's all kind of dyed flowers. Yeah, it's funny. It's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, it's good to see that it works this way. It's one of the ways, of course, Instagram or other social media channels, but it really works. You just said you're just looking at it, but as a company, you're quite active on it as well.
Yeah, especially during COVID, it's difficult to have the interaction with your clients. So you have to find a solution for it because obviously we are not able to travel as much as we want or as much as we did
Yeah.
to our clients. And it's also a way to promote your, especially the rare flowers. And also, yeah, what can you do with a flower? That's why we use Instagram, and that's obviously it's a big plus for us as a company.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, in the web shop, there are so many different flowers. It's difficult to go through all those flowers to find the nice things and the newest things.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are working, of course, on a good way to manage that, but still, you have like 20,000 parcels on your web shop. So yeah. When you are looking for something, it
Yeah.
can be difficult if you have to scroll down the page for let's say that particular kind of flower you are looking for, where you don't know the name of. So yeah, then it helps to promote those things also a bit on Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah. And luckily, you got some knowledgeable salespeople as well who probably know the names when they say it's a pinkish flower and it is big and
Yeah, of course. No. The staff is good, and we try to educate them as well every day by yeah, letting them look on the Instagram or letting them look in the cool house here.
yeah,
But yeah, obviously we are also sometimes we even don't know it. When you get a typical Taiwanese orchid or something, yeah, then we also have to look where to find it. But in the end, we manage it.
yeah. But that's really cool to find those new things, and that makes it always really special.
Hmm
So
that's the of course it's the most important thing is to bring happiness to the clients. But yeah, second of all, we are also enjoying the flowers. So yeah, sounds a bit bad, but the yellow tulip we all know. But sometimes you really love your work again when you see something rare,
yeah,
and that's what happens every week again.
yeah. Working in flowers and especially export is you have to be a little bit crazy, and
Hmm
you have to love flowers. Otherwise, with the hours working and all the things you need to do, uh, get up early, all those things. Yeah, you need to be crazy and love flowers.
It's a way of life, and we love it.
Yeah, I mean, you as well. In Holland, when there's something happening at a grower, you are there or somebody else from Flower Force just
Hmm
to get the information as well. So when going out of bed 4 in the morning and still 4 o'clock somewhere in the other part of Holland, being there just looking at dahlias or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it's part of the job, and uh, we have to do it because we have to inform the clients as well, and you have to have the knowledge about everything. And of course, sometimes, yeah, uh, it's sometimes it's difficult, but yeah, business wise, you want to educate your clients, so you have to go there and you have to
yeah.
have the latest information on every product. So yeah, we do it with pleasure.
Yeah, yeah, I think it works both ways, and it looks like things are opening up again. So yeah, you can visiting growers. That was something you could already do, but visiting the clients again, and also tell them about the new things and
Hmm
helping each other out and understand each other better. That's
Hopefully,
yeah, something everybody is looking forward to. I think.
yeah, growing together.
Yeah, I mean that's a great thing. Yeah, to say.
Hmm
Kjell, thank you very much for your time. I know it's a really busy time between all those holidays, but really glad you could talk us through what happened with Valentine's Day, your
hmm
expectations for Mother's Day, and telling more about Flower Force.
I love
For
to
the,
do it as well. So
yeah, so for the people want to know more about Flower Force, look at flowerforce.nl. Look at their website or on their socials, like we
mhm.
talked about Instagram. So you can find them there.
Yep.
And thank you all for watching, and hope to see you soon next Flower Circus Talks.